Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Emelina Azianti binti Zaid. My register number 01DKA20F1098. I'm from Civil Engineering Department, class DKA 3D. My lecturer, Madam Nur Ashimah. So for this video, I would like to explain about the concept of fluid flow due to the presence of shear stress. Subtopic I choose is real and ideal fluid. So first of all, I would like to start what is fluid. Fluid is a substance which is capable of flowing or which deforms continuously under the influence of a shear or tangential force. The tendency to deform continuously is called fluidity. An act to continuous deformation is called as flow. A substance that continually deforms flow under an applied shear stress, regardless of the magnitude of the applied stress. It is a subset of the phases of matter and include liquid, gases, plasmas, and to some extent plastic solid. Continue for our presentations. Fluid is divided by two, is real fluid and ideal fluid. So we start with definition of a real fluid. A fluid which possesses at least some viscosity is termed as a real fluid. Actually, all the fluids existing or present in the environment are called a real fluid. The flow of real fluids exhibits viscous effect that is they tend to stick to solid surfaces and have stress within their body. Real fluids, either liquid or gas, tangential or shearing forces, always come into being whenever motion relative to a body takes place, thus giving rise to fluid frictions. Because these forces oppose the motion of one particle past another. So more than that, I would like to explain the characteristics of a real fluid. First thing is the fluid is compressible. The compressible as density varies with applied pressure. Second, the fluid moves with turbulence. The turbulent inflow exists and the element have non-zero angular velocity is about the center. So refer to my slide is show the real fluid flow. Actually, real fluid flow implies friction effects. Then real fluid are compressible in nature and they have some viscosity. So we move to ideal fluid. Ideal fluid, a fluid which is incompressible and has no viscosity, falls in the category of an ideal fluid. Ideal fluid is not found in the reality, so it is termed as an imaginary fluid, since all the fluids that exist in the environment and have some viscosity. There is no ideal fluid in the reality. More than that, I would like to explain the characteristics of ideal fluid. First, the fluid is non-viscous. There is no internal frictions between adjacent layers. Then, the fluid is incompressible and its density is constant. Then, the fluid's motion is steady and its velocity, density, and the pressure do not change in time. Then, the fluid moves without the turbulence. No eddy currents are present. The elements have zero angular velocity about its center. So we're going to continue our presentations. Ideal fluids are incompressible and flow steadily without friction. The flow is laminar and can be represented graphically by streamlines. In the straight sections of pipe with constant cross-sectional area, all fluid particles move with same velocity. Different streamlines do not cross. Lastly, it's about comprehensions, ideal fluids and real fluids. We start with density. For ideal fluids, constant, hence called as incompressible. But for real fluid, compressible as density varies with applied pressure. Viscosity for ideal fluid is zero, but for real fluids is non-zero. Irrotationality. Ideal fluids is zero, but real fluids is turbulence in flow exists. Surface tensions. For ideal fluid is zero, but for real fluid is non-zero. Bulk modulus. For ideal fluids is infinite, but for real fluids is finite.